So if you have brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes, yellow eyes, it doesn't matter. They are brothers.
Yeah.
They are brothers in the day, and it's not sad to say that it has to be like that because that's how we should be. That's honestly how we should be. But yeah, featureism, oh man.
I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't. I was like, what what do you actually want? Like, what do you? Anyway, moving on. Like, do you think that? Anyway, did you hear about Justin Bieber's comments?
I actually did not.
You didn't hear about Justin? Okay. Basically, Justin Bieber said that Chris Brown is a mix of Tupac and Michael Jackson.
See, breathe it. What? Okay. I would say more Bobby Brown and Michael Jackson.
I would just say Michael Jackson only. I think.
No. I'd say Bobby Brown and Michael Jackson. Bobby Brown.
I'm not acquainted. I'm not fully acquainted with Bobby Brown's records.
But it still is a bad. And then you think about it, where he had that "Don't Be Cruel," whatever that whole is it Every Little Step? I forget what the album.
Every Little Step.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know that song.
That is back in the days. I'm undecided or whatever.
Yeah,
Chris Brown
like
track is.
yeah, like that's what confused me most. I'm like, Tupac, like, do you even know what Tupac sang about and what he was standing for? Like, how could you put Chris Brown in the same category?
His antics outside of music, and
but
even
then that was
you're not accurate.
Yeah, it's very inaccurate because a lot of Tupac's antics, it wasn't actually proven. Like, let's be honest. Chris Brown done jail time.
Tupac went to jail twice.
But was it for? Was it sexual assault?
He was. Yeah, he got done this.
I thought it was for gangbanging. Oh shoot! Okay.
You argue both of them were sexual assault. No. No. So essentially,
I'm dead. Yeah, no, come on, man. You're a bad guy. You're a bad influence. Continue.
All right. It wasn't my best. It was yeah, so he was sexual assault. Essentially, a woman gave him a blowjob on a dance floor, I think.
And got him done for that.
And then then he had sex with her. I think it was anal sex. And she was like, he raped me, and he was like,
oh yeah, I remember that in the story.
Like, what?
Tupac's friend did.
Oh, Tupac's friend, and then she thought it was Park.
Oh my God, you said it was Park.
No, alleged.
West Side.
Allegedly.
I can't deny it. I'm a straight brother. So it was his friend.
Yeah, so it was alleged that it was his friend that was in the room.
Yeah, it was alleged.
That did this.
Yeah.
Because she thought it was Park.
No, but at some point, I think either before or after, or some, he wasn't there while it was actually happening. Mm-hmm. But, he must have touched her bum.
He did get fellatio
and
from someone.
This is what he went jail for.
He did get fellatio from someone, though.
Oh no, he got head from her on the dance floor.
Yes, yeah.
At the nightclub.
Yeah, so
allegedly,
exactly. That was,
from her. But
just stay away from these hoes. It's gonna solve so much problems. It's just gonna solve so much. Like, stay away from them. Yeah. Stay away from them. Anyway.
Tupac wasn't analyzing anybody. I'd just like to put that out.
No. This is alleged and his friend.
Technical difficulty.
Exactly.
Anyway, so basically, the point. So anyway, when Justin Bieber said this, at the same time, have you heard of Chrvches? No. Okay, basically they're a pop group, kind of electro pop like synth whatever group, and they worked with Marshmello before, and they basically said that Marshmello shouldn't work with Chris Brown because of his antics.
His past antics?
Or his past antics.
Okay.
When I saw it, I'm like, there was a lot of thoughts that I had with it, because there is the one side of the industry where I wish we had an HR department in the industry, because we don't have it. We don't. No one has anywhere to go to actually expose or talk about these problems within the industry. So, in the era of the Me Too movement,
that sounds stupid, but it's actually really, really clever. Yeah, actually solve all this shit. All of this shit.
Why does it sound stupid?
Just hip hop has a HR. I
get it.
But it actually makes so much sense.
They need it. Yeah, sure. They need it 100% because the truth is, yeah. Oh, let me adjust this. Because the truth is, yeah. Oh, damn it. Okay. Because the truth is, yeah, like artists should have people, like, if you compare an organization, yeah, to artists, like, there is no real difference. It's an industry that every artist work in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You go in, you collaborate with your engineers, blah blah, make a song together, and go home. So one artist could have, let's say that something was to happen in their studio session, mm-hmm. and they don't like that. The problem that's going on is they don't have no one to turn to. Mm. Absolutely no one. So whilst I do encourage that people come forward and be like, blackball this guy, because Chris Brown, like, even though I'm saying like blackball this guy, I am also on the side of people giving people a second chance. Yeah. Because Chris Brown went to jail, he done his time, he's now out, and it's equivalent to going into a company, yeah. And this is where I think that churches shouldn't have spoken out. Like, I'm like, you guys are dumb, because it's like going to a job interview at PC World, for example. Yeah. And then you go in there and you say that you had a criminal record, right? Mm-hmm. They don't hire you. No. And then you go to, let's say, IBM, and then they hire you because of the skill set that you have, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. What we don't see in the corporate world and in just normal life is that same company going out on social media to say, don't hire this guy, he's got a criminal record. Mm-hmm. Do you think that doesn't exist? And we should, that's why I say that shouldn't happen in the industry as well. But at the same time, because the industry doesn't have an HR department, I can see why people do need to come out and say this. And also at the same time, Chris Brown doesn't do himself any favors, because it's not like he shows signs of actually changing as a human being.
He does.
No, bro, did you know what he said? What did he say this time? Okay. Churches is not really popular, right? Mm-hmm. They're not like, it's not like they're on his level, superstar wise. Yep. But this guy went into their comment section, and says, shut up.
I will light their ass up. You know why? Because I'm Chris Brown. If you keep talking to me, guess what? I'm Chris Brown. You know how many albums I have bangers I've made?
Bro.
And who are you? Churches.
Bro.
You better shut the up when you get that's the why he should be like Tupac. You better back we get smacked man. Just like hit him up. I would just rewrite hit him up just for them. You. But
you don't get like
my bad, carry on.
That being said, that being said is like a lot of these problems that he's in, don't forget his past, right? Mm-hmm. If you've done something bad in the public eye and it comes out, you were hitting Rihanna. Okay. You pretty much.
Do we know what happened in the car?
Okay, let's be real. The photos are quite convincing. He went to jail and done his time. He come back out now. The point I'm trying to make is that he should be showing that he is a reformed character.
He is. He's got a daughter. He's out here doing good things.
Like what?
I don't know. I don't hear him doing about bad things.
No, but the comment itself is said, shut up, I hope that you get run over by a bus. Hold on. By a bus filled with mental patients. This is go on Instagram. Actually, don't.
I'm fully alright with that.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go on.
I'm fully okay with that. And you can quote me on this too.
Bro,
okay with that.
The reason why is because because if HR department doesn't exist, then this is all we have to go by. Like how he presents himself in public. This is all we have to go by on him.
Don't work with him because of the things in his past.
Yeah, exactly. No. I agree with you on that. You did like Marshmello should not have said that. Churches should not have said that. My bad. Yeah. However, Chris Brown's response didn't really do him any favors because
you know what? I love you more. I love Chris Brown more. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
But hold on.
Why are you slandering my name for?
I understand that. DM him. Like let me.
You put this out. So now I'm gonna put this out.
I get you. This is the point I'm making though. This is what I'm making.
Yep.
Okay. The point I'm making is what has a bus full of mental patients gonna do to a girl?
Oh, come on. Now when you've been now listen. When you've been mad, yeah. Are you saying that nothing's off limits, bro? Is that what you're telling me? When you're angry, vex, as in
bro.
someone says
Bro,
something
but
like
yeah,
your
but
mom, you're like, bro, I hope you get. And I won't say anything, but I have said some shit.
But still,
about it, bro.
but still,
And I won't take none of it back.
but still, how is
The mental patients ain't gonna die. It's just
no?
one person.
I'm just saying. Yeah, but is the mental patients being on the bus increasing the intensity of the hits?
Who's driving the bus? Are the mental patients also driving the bus too?
I don't understand. I just don't understand. I don't understand what Chris Brown was trying to get at. Because these guys
angry. That's
no,
what he was
let's
trying
be
to get at.
real. These guys are so irrelevant in his scope. In his old scope, they are irrelevant. He is a bigger superstar.
Yeah.
This is why I say that he's not speaking well to his character. Simply because in a world where we don't have HR in the artist department, character is all you have. Yeah. He's not speaking well to his character because one, you're not even like no one has come out to bash Chris Brown after the whole incident. He gets plaudits from the game. He gets plaudits from Kanye West. He gets plaudits from legends. He's being compared.
He is a legend.
Yeah, he's being compared to Michael Jackson. I agree. He is the Michael Jackson of this generation. Like,
Maybe Beyonce.
no, what do you mean Beyonce? Chris Brown's a better dancer, way better.
Yeah, I ain't saying he's not.
Yeah, like he's on levels. Anyway,
As a dancer, yeah, he's Michael Jackson's generation.
and singing as well. What are you talking about?
I think so.
This guy. Okay. Anyway, that's another discussion.
Cool.
The point I'm saying is,
Write that down, 'cause we'll have to have that.
we will
Now
have to have
you
that.
opened it. You wanted all the smoke, so I'm gonna give it to you innit? On this camera.
I'm ready.
again.
I'm ready.
Pause again.
I'm ready.
Pause again. Carry on.
You're so. Anyway.
See, he said pause too.
No, I'm saying.
Okay. Like, go on. You were saying about when you're angry.
When you're angry, you're not logical. It's that simple. The things that I have said to people when I'm angry is different.
But
You
yeah,
know
but
what I
that's
mean,
the
bro?
exact same problem. That's the exact problem here because he was angry. He's got anger problems. Like,
Bro, he's some little underling is talking shit to this guy, bro. Where's your undecided? Where's your give me that? Where's your yo miss?
No.
Where's your anything, brother? You have the nerve to talk to me, bro.
Yeah, but
Don't fuck
he
your
was
mum. How about that?
he was in trouble for anger problems. This is what he went to prison for.
We don't know
he
what
was,
she said.
Okay,
We don't know
let's
what
say
she said.
okay. You know what? Yeah, let me say this to you. Yeah, let's say that you were in a relationship with a girl.
And let's just put a little thingy on this. You should never, ever, ever hit a woman. Ever hit a woman. Domestic violence is very, very
Doesn't
wrong.
that just contradict everything you just said?
No, you shouldn't hit a woman. But what happens if she's got a knife or she's got a this or she's got a that?
But do you know what that's
A
called?
knife is not a woman no more, bro. She's gonna try and kill you.
Exactly. But do you know what's called in common sense law?
What?
Self-defense. Anything in that scope. If someone is coming against you, like this is where like if someone is coming against you, right, to try and do something to you and cause bodily harm to you, you have the right to defend yourself. But you wouldn't be sent to prison for self-defense. No one gets sentenced to prison for self-defense.
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I don't know. Only because there's
What wisdom do you have?
Only because there's that case where the woman killed a man who was raping her, which would be self-defense, correct?
Yeah.
And now she's in prison for the next 50 years?
What case is this?
Man, I don't
Please
know
cite
that
it.
name.
Oh, but then.
Or am I making this up?
No, I'm not saying you're making it up. I'm just saying if you haven't cited the case, it can be hearsay. Can be seen as that. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm just saying like we need to go off and read up.
Say I don't believe you.
No, I need to go back.
That's what you just said.
I need something to go back, and the viewers need something to go back and read up on it because you know what I mean. That because if you are getting raped and then you kill the person that's raping you, I'm sorry, but like you should be fine.
Bro,
you should
give
be.
him a fucking medal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
You just killed your rapist. Like, that's fine. That's okay. Because you're just protecting yourself. So if someone actually served time for that, I want to hear about that. Because that's actually... Bro,
It's almost like the justice system isn't fucking just.
It's not just, but at the same time, like I said, you wouldn't be, like... Going back to what I said, you wouldn't be serving prison time if you were acting in self-defense. I just haven't heard a case like that. But it may happen. I'm not going to discount it. It may happen. But in this case, he served jail time. He's done his time. For Churches to bring up what happened to him in the past, right?
Suck your mum.
That's my response as well.
Yeah.
However, because of the lack of HR department in the game, like what sense does it make for you to turn around and say to someone, don't work with this guy because of this. Don't work with... No, there's a working relationship. There's a difference between working relationship and personal life. If you wanna, these are some people forget that these are people's only way of making bread. Some people forget that just because they're bankrolling 200 millions and this and that, they are discounting the fact that they may be living a 200 million lifestyle.
Bro. You know how much it costs to live in Calabasas?
My point exactly.
£400 a month rent or whatever you
Thank
pay.
you so much. So just that's where people get warped up with this Me Too movement. They believe that, because it can tear down people's lives.
Okay,
like it can
false accusations, 100%.
Yeah, like I mean. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that happens with this whole, like, sometimes it's true, sometimes it's false. Yep. Sometimes people use it to raise their profile, blah, blah. Sometimes, I don't know, but in this case, where people are speaking out on the, like, you know, on and saying that you should bar this person for what they're doing, I don't agree with that. Mm-hmm. I don't agree with that, because end of the day, everyone deserves to go out and get their monies, you know, and get their money in.
But if you've changed.
If you've changed,
it's like the whole Kevin Hart thing. He's like the whole tweets in the Oscars.
Yeah,
he's a changed person, and
I understand.
And that still happened.
But
Chris Brown he's not the same person that he was 10 years ago.
I agree.
We're arguing the same point.
Yeah, I actually agree. I'm just saying that his response was
You think it's a bit too much.
Yeah, like you are not, because when your character is all you have to show, you're not really. How do I say this? You're not really doing yourself any favors. Like, you were sent to prison for aggravated assault on your ex. Mm-hmm. Assault is aggravated. It's just based on anger alone. Just the definition of the word. Right. So if you're describing more anger problems, saying that you wish that he can run over by a bus full of mental patients, it doesn't look good. It just doesn't look good.
Laws of power says you got to destroy your enemies totally.
But
you know what I'm saying. But then there are other laws in the power which contradict that. Not contradict it, but would apply.
It's a guide
too.
But no. I'm thinking. I'm not really. There is nothing there. There's nothing there. But like what was I gonna say? So like that's where like I don't disagree with what I don't disagree. I only disagree with what Churches said, because I hate when people do that. They don't. It's like they don't have an understanding of the same industry that they're in. Sure. Why are you trying to blackball someone just because of like? It's better to try and set up an HR department. I'm surprised that no one has thought of to do.
Maybe something you could think of in this country. Be like, go get all the Jamie and Skepta and Giggs and all the people. Yeah. Like, let's get a little department. And going. That's just you can speak to this person about that. And but I guess that's what a lawyer's job is, maybe. Yeah,
it does bring up because the only time that lawyers ever enter the music industry is to do IP and like licensing law, sampling law, all those things. That's what they enter for.
Kill a crackhead or something.
Yeah, but they don't end that, and that's more of personal life though. That's not really within the music industry. I'm saying if you were to bring in lawyers within the music industry to start upholding these laws, like if you have a problem, you raise it up and this and that. Yeah. I do think that there'll be a lot of changes. And if you're gonna go on social media to destroy someone's reputation after 10 years of them they've done the, like they shouldn't, you will never find, like I said before, you will never find a company, that interviews someone who was probably like a convicted felon for working for Pablo Escobar. You will never find that, you will never find a company that's going to put that out on their Instagram page. We have just declined this. We have just declined to work with this individual because he worked with Pablo Escobar in the 80s pushing drugs. So it just doesn't happen. It's so like, that's where I think that there's a problem here, because people don't consider like people's livelihoods are depending on, like, and people don't consider that just because these celebs have all this money, that they don't have a lifestyle to keep that money afloat, because their cost is not our cost. It's just not. It's not our cost. Yeah.
You could argue, how about don't live in that place? But that's a different argument. Different argument.
Yeah, but it's people's choices. That's what they want to do. I don't think anyone should be demonized for the choice that they make. If they choose to go into a better neighborhood than what they used to live in, and pay that up cost, and they can afford to do that, I think they should continue doing it. But if they are being creeps, you know what I mean? If they are not reformed, and they are continuing to commit crimes, like it's just like going for an interview, and then they discover that you are actually on a pending investigation. Because let's be real. Let's be real. We have people who are rapists within their communities, but they just because they never get convicted, they still get jobs. So what are you trying to say, that we should do this as well for them? Like the people, the normies. I'm talking about. And when I say normies, I mean people that are not of celebrity status. Are you saying that? Like, are people saying that because they do this for celebrities, that we should start doing it for a well-known, let's say, well-known rapist in the community who is not convicted? That we should start sending letters to all these industries to try and stop them from getting work? Who would do that?